Hey, good morning, friends. Thanks for stopping by Viking Prairie K9. I'm Robert, and these are my three dogs. We have Miss Gracie here, who's my 50-pound Staffy. I have Gunner, who's my 80-pound Foxhound. And I have the Italian Stallion here, Mr. Rocky Balboa, who's my 145-pound Italian Mastiff, also known as a Cane Corso or a Cane Corso. And we're out here doing some training, but we're Viking Prairie K9. And the mission of Viking Prairie K9 is to help people build a better relationship with their dogs through proper training, care, and education. That's what our content is all about. And you can check us out on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. We've been posting there for a minute, but we're just getting started here on YouTube. I wanted to post some longer form content to show more of the training techniques, to show more tips and tricks, and to build a bigger community. Because the ultimate goal here at Viking Prairie K9 is to build a rescue and start saving dogs. Because, dogs are ending up in the shelters at exponential rates every single day. It's an epidemic across the country. I've yet to hear of a shelter that's not greatly overwhelmed, that needs resources, that needs food, that needs more people to adopt these dogs. There's so many overwhelming the system. Dogs are being euthanized at an exponential rate. So what can we do as a people to curb this epidemic? I believe it starts with legislation, first and foremost. We must change the laws. We must have stricter laws protecting our animals. But on a more granular level, I also believe it starts with building a better relationship with your dog. And that's what our content is all about. We're going to be putting out training, care, and education content to help people build a better relationship with their dogs. And again, the ultimate goal here of Viking Prairie K9 is to build a rescue, start getting dogs out of the shelter, train them up, get them back into loving homes. We could absolutely do it, and we're putting in the work every single day. So let's start training. All right, so I have Rocky Balboa in a protection work program. He's training at Blackwater Canine in Sebring, Florida. And there's a multitude of skill sets we're building, right? There's many different focuses throughout this program. We've done advanced obedience. We've gotten him in the pool doing some swimming obedience, doing some dock diving for confidence. We've started the bite work, but that's a small fraction. Bite work is a small fraction of what we're building. We're building a highly obedient, confident, predictable working line dog. That's what we're building here, right? This morning, I'm going to be taking a little bit of the focus off of obedience. We want Rocky to be more fluid on the training field. My body movements have to be more fluid as well. I'm really locked into the obedience protocol, so I need to loosen up a little bit too. All right, so the training we're going to do today, we're going to be doing some strength building with Rocky. We want to build his stamina and endurance, but I'm going to be working on some movements as well. Right? I'm going to have Rocky start at the gate. We're going to run towards the truck. I'm going to have Rocky jump into the truck. That's going to stimulate the runway at the dock diving facility, right? There's a long runway. We start at the end, we run, and we both jump into the pool. That's what we're working on today. And again, it's just him being obedient to my movements, to my commands, staying with me, staying in step with me. Heel. Heel. He's always got to shake it off when he starts. Good boy. Good boy. Hand behind the thigh to get the dog's rear end to move with you. All right. And if I let go, well, he's actually staying with me. Good boy. Good boy. And I just like to warm up a little bit. Do some healing movements. Heel. Inward turns, outward turns. Heel. Good. Good heel. If I want him to go to the right, my hand goes in front of my thigh. If I want him to go to the left, it goes behind my thigh. Right, Rock? Good boy. Sit. Down. Sit. Good boy. Heel. Good boy. Heel. 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 Jump. Good boy. Good boy, Rock. Heel. Heel. Step. Good boy. Boy. Heel. 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 Step. Good boy. Heel. 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 Step. Good boy. All right, so the assignment from our trainer, Tevin, at Blackwater is to do more back tie work. All right, we also need to do more strength training with Rocky build his stamina and endurance. So we're going to do both here. All right. We're going to do some pulling exercises. We're going to be doing some calisthenics. Rocky does squats, push-ups, and some back tie. We're going to get some sensation with the back tie. All right. A little pressure with the back tie. So in fact, that's what I'm going to start with. Stand. Wait. I want Rocky to lean into the pull. We typically train our dogs not to pull, right? For this exercise, I want to tap into Rocky's working instinct. I want him leaning into the pull. Wait. So I tell him to wait, and I slowly pull back. Slowly increase the pressure. Good boy, good weight. Praising him for leaning into it. Good boy. Yes, good boy, Rocky. Good boy. Good boy. Have a nice, steady pull here. Yes, good boy, Rocky. Good boy. Good boy. Lots of praise, reinforcing he's doing exactly what I want him to do. He's doing good. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Wait. Good boy. Wait. Wait. And this leash from Big Ass Dog Company is money. It is perfect. It's got the swivel, so I could get a little bit of, I could get pressure at different angles, which is perfect. Wait. Moving on. When we're training, we don't want to stay on one thing too long. Keep it moving. Keep it exciting for them. You don't want them to know what's next. Good boy. Sit. Good boy. Stand. Good boy, Rock. Sit. Down. Good down. That's a good boy. All right. Little warm up there. Good boy. Sometimes you have to increase your praise and enthusiasm, especially with a Mastiff. But we're actually doing pulling work here. So we have to make sure that we're tight, just like when we're wearing gear. We don't want it flopping all over the place, right? We want it tight to our body. All right, now we're going to be pulling a heavy chain. All right, this is a 9-pound heavy chain. Got it at Walmart. Just a typical steel chain. Have a hook to the back tie, and we're just going to walk back and forth. All right, I always increase distance, duration, and distractions throughout the training. So we start with no weight, then we go to the chain, and then we'll go to the tire. So we slowly increase, right? Okay. Heel. Good heel. And I talk to Rocky throughout the training. Good boy, Rocky. I'm proud of you, bubs. You're a good boy. That's how we build a bond. Right, Rock? That's how we build a bond. And that's why I want to put, and that's why I started this channel. We could all have an amazing bond with our dogs. And the key to it is locking in engagement with them, training them, having that communication. The line of communication is so important. And once I locked in the communication, it was a game changer, right? And I work on improving my communication every single day. Good boy, Rocky. I'm proud of you, Rocky. Every single day we're working on control, respect, and communication because they don't come from the factory like that, right? One of the biggest frustrations as a dog owner is my dogs don't listen to me, right? It's auditory exclusion. They don't have enough, we haven't built up enough control and respect through engagement, through training, through building a bond, that our commands, our words, don't hold as much weight as everything else in the world, as every other distraction going on, right? They find more value in the distractions than they do following our commands, right? So we have to come out here and do repetitions. It's consistency. Consistency is the key. Coming out here and doing consistent repetitions every single day builds that bond. That's why Rocky listens to me. He's still not 100%. He's almost 22 months old. We still have work to do. He's not perfect. He's not a finished product. Training is a lifetime journey, right? There is no end date. We're in a protection program, but it's not like, at the end of 12 weeks, at the end of 24 weeks, you know, he gets a ribbon and he's a completed dog, right? It's just like how we develop throughout our life, through adolescence, teenage years, adulthood. We're constantly evolving, we're constantly growing, hopefully constantly improving. That's the goal. Improve 1% every day, we're winning the game. Good boy. Good boy. All right, I'm going to do a little jog with him. Heel, 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 heel. Good boy. Good heel. Good heel. Good boy. Good boy. He's doing really good pulling this weight. Train him just like a personal trainer trains us, right? When they're motivating us, you know, one more, you got 3 more, you got 2 more. You know, they're with us, they're coaching us. I do the same with Rocky Balboa. Down. Good boy. And it's good for my physical and mental health as well, because it motivates me to do some work with Rocky. All right, so now we're going to increase the pressure and the weight by adding the tire. And we're going to be doing some work with that. All right, heel. Sit. Good boy, stand. Good boy, wait. Okay. Sit. Good boy. All right. Go wait, Rocky. Okay. Stand. Heel. Good. Heel. Heel. Good heel. Good heel. Good heel. Come on, heel. Heel. Good boy. Come on, heel. Good boy. Good boy. This is a great workout right here for Rocky. Heel. 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 Come on, good boy. So proud of you, Rock. So proud of you, Rocky. So proud of you, Rocky. Come on. We're out here bright and early this morning getting the reps in. This is a great mental and serious physical exercise for Rocky. It is quite impressive how much weight these dogs can pull. That tire, I mean, it's just a standard tire, but when I pull it, I'm tired when I just do one lap. Good boy. They can pull an exponential amount of their body weight, and we're tapping into that. We're tapping into that working instinct. I could also have Rocky help me with chores around the house. I want to train him to be a working dog. I'll get a cart and he could help bring feed for the chickens. But we have to build that. Good boy. Doing a great job, Rocky. Doing a great job. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Good boy. Stop. Good boy. Heel. Heel. Come on, good boy. Good boy. Rocky's a good boy. All right. Woo! Great exercise. Now we're going to go get him cooled off. And we always cool Rocky off at the end. We take the harness off. Take the leash off. Taking all of his gear off for a minute. Keeping his tactical collar on just so I could hold them. Oh, thanks, bud. All right, sit. Good boy. And Rocky loves a nice little cool down. We just cool his paws off. Get his underbelly. You never want to cool your dog off by wetting their back. Their backs will trap the water, act like a thermal insulator, and make them hotter. So you want to do the underbelly. This will help Rocky cool off, decompress a little bit. Good boy. Good boy, Rock. I know you're a good boy. I'm so proud of you, Bubs. You did such a good job. Good boy. Good boy. Get your undercarriage here. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. All right, now we'll go inside in the AC.